So yes, welcome back again to the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium on this beautiful Saturday evening, the 26th day of October 2019, and we are just about to get our nightcap match on its way here with the Morris Vanderpool Primary, Morris Vanderpool Primary coming up against the Alvin Allison's Primary School. Today, Morris boys, they are playing in the red and black, kicking from west to east. The Alvin Allisons, they are playing in the gold and black, kicking from east to west. As we see, all the formalities have been given. The referee's assistant heading to their position. The match this afternoon is refereed by Albert Burton. Officiating is Monique and Ambrel, and we are just about getting ready to start here. Let me just program my watch as we get the cue from the referee, and here we go. Live action, and here we see the ball is with Alvin Allison, who boots upfield. Intercepted there by the Morris Vanderpool Primary. Here we see Morris Vanderpool trying to control in center circle. He's coming away with it and moving further down to the left. Here we see Morris moving further left. Intercepted there by the Alvin Allison's Primary School, and the ball being put into touch for a corner kick to the Morris Vanderpool Primary. So it's corner kick, 30 seconds in. Corner kick here this afternoon, and to be taken from the far right side of the Allison's defensive half. And here we see the corner kick being taken, cleared upfield by Alvin Allison, intercepted there by Morris. And here we see a whistle for an infringement there, as the Alvin Allison player was streaming down to the right side of their attacking third, but was adjudged to be fouled there, an infringement against Morris. Just beyond the center circle here. Kick to be taken by the defender there on the right, and he boots over. Controls there by the Alvin Allison's Primary. Loses it to Morris. Morris boots upfield. Here we see the player trying to come away with it. Here we see Morris coming away with it. Morris coming away with it. Dribble down to the right. But the defender, they're running all the way back and just clearing that ball into touch for a corner kick number 2 here from Morris this afternoon, this time from the left side of the defensive third of the Alvin Allison. Here we see the player now just about getting set. The whistle goes, the kick being taken only as far as the Alvin Allison's Primary, who dribbles to the left, and loses it to Morris. The ball being put into touch by Morris Vanderpool. Here we see the quick throw here taken here. Here we see the player trying to dribble past the man, loses out to number 4. Here we see number 4 for Morris Vanderpool, loses out to Alvin Allison. Alvin Allison's coming down to their left side, coming down to their left attacking third, and the ball is being squared in the middle, but it's only for the header of the defender there this afternoon, and shot coming in, keeper collects and clears further to his left. Here we see Morris coming away, been blocked there by the defender, as the defender tries to boot upfield and blocked, and ball been put into touch by the Morris Vanderpool Primary School for throwing there to Alvin on the far right side, just on the half circle, on the half line, their field there. Here we see Morris with the throw. Alvin Allison with the throw. Alvin Allison throws the ball and throws it on field, but the ball bounced and fell right back over the touchline for a throw into Morris. Morris in the defensive third with the throw. Here we see the ball being thrown and headed out for a throw-in to Morris again. Morris with the throw. Throws it downfield. Here we see Alvin squaring back. You see the player chipping the ball up, but only as far as the Morris player who boots it to the far left. Here we see the player trying to dribble past the Alvin Allison's player, but ball being put into touch for a throw in there for the Morris Vanterpool School. Scores in the match 0-all in this nightcap encounter here this evening with some 4 minutes and 8 seconds. The throw being taken and the ball being put into touch for a goal kick there to Alvin Allison. Yes, you see the player spotting the ball in the center of the goal area and boots it all the way upfield, collected there by Alvin Allison, who passes it to center circle to his player there, who switches it wide, and here comes the player down right. Here comes the player down right side, but it's bundled off of the ball there, intercepted there by Alvin Allison. Only as far as the defender number 11. Passes it to the center circle. Here is Alvin, number 4, trying to dribble away with it. Trying to dribble for the left. Dribbles and squares to the center. Intercepted there by Alvin Allison. Alvin Allison coming away with it. Tries to be the man, but it's stripped there. And here we see the players, 2 players jostling for position here with it. Here we see it coming away with Alvin Allison. Coming away with it now. Boots down to his right side of the field. Here we see the player, right side and crosses, but only as far as the number 4 defensive player there for Morris. Morris boots up to number 7, who is taking the ball further right and squares all the way over to the left, collected there by the player on the left, and is dribbling down the left side, but only as far as the defender there for Alvin Allison, who boots the ball up in center circle, and here is Alvin Allison coming away with it. The ball being squared through. Nice through pass there on the right side. He tries to dribble past number 6 there, loses it, collects again, and here we see Morris coming away with it. Here we see Alvin collects and a shot and goal, but just going wide to the keeper's right for a goal kick there to Morris Vanterpool. So in the last match we see Alvin Allison just getting drubbing there by the Valley Primary, but they started off very good here this afternoon. Here we see Morris trying to go further left, and the ball is being put into touch for a throw-in there. It was intercepted there by Alvin and put into touch for a throw-in to Morris. Here we see the throw being taken quickly, collected here by Morris, loses it to the Alvin Allison's player there, and the ball being put into touch for a throw-in as the Morris Vanterpool player was trying to get around the Alvin Allison defender on the right side, but loses out and the ball going into touch. Here we see a throw being taken again. Apparently player throws the ball on the field and it just bounced right into touch for a throw into Morris. Throw being taken, collected there by Morris, intercepted there by Alvin Allison, who boots upfield. Here we see the player coming around 2-man and coming down the right side, coming away with it. There he crosses, it collected there, but the player number 2 there loses it to the defender there, and here we see Alvin Allison trying to recover again. Here we see the number 6 for Morris now, coming away with it, tries to dribble the man. Here's in the center circle, Morris is with it, passes it far right, it's blocked there, and with Alvin playing it to the center circle, but only as far as the defender there for Morris. Here we see Morris trying to adjust and to tackle the defensive player there for Alvin Allison, who comes away with it and boots it upfield. pass is being taken. Here we see the center striker there tried to dribble, ball being played and ricocheted off of the referee. Here we see Alwyn's coming away with it now. Alwyn Allison beats a man, squares further forward to his left, and the ball collected there and tapped inside of the box. And here we see a violent kick there this afternoon, just missed, and the ball collected there by Morris, and Morris coming, loses it to Alwyn Allison, and boots upfield, intercepted there by Morris, collected and intercepted there by Alwyn Allison, who tapped it forward, but certainly in an offside position. There is number 11 for Alwyn Allison, but some good build-up play on the part of Alwyn Allison, trying to get that opening goal, and that number 11 there judged to be in an offside position, just on the edge of the goalkeeping area there. As we see, the players are just about set and ready now to take that offside kick. Number 8 over the ball. Here we see boots it far to his left, collected there. As we see the player from Morris trying to do a fancy back pass there, but intercepted there by Alwyn Allison, and into touch for a throw. Here the throw being taken, and player judged to have thrown the ball in foul throw, and so we see Alwyn Allison recovering that throw and just about set and ready to throw in. Here we see the throw down the right side, collected there by the player, dribbles past a man, is blocked, and here we see Alwyn coming away with it. Alwyn is coming away with it, loses it to Morris coming away with it, loses it to the Alwyn primary, and here we see intercepted there by Morris in the center circle, and here we see Morris loses out to Alwyn primaries. Morris collects and dribbles past a man. He's trying to dribble to the middle, but loses out to the Alwyn Allison's player, who clears only as far as the Morris player, who clears only as far as the Alwyn Allison's player. So here we see the ball being booted upfield, only as far as the player there on the right side, the left side of the Alwyn Allison's half. Ball is being squared to the far right as he loses out to the player there from Morris, who's trying to dribble past a man, only to find the Alwyn Allison's defender there. And here we see Morris picking it up again, boots it upfield, only as far as the Alwyn Allison's player. Here we see Alwyn Allison coming through to the center circle, try to squeeze right, being blocked, and an infringement there for a foul on the part of the Alwyn Allison's number 2 player there, trying to challenge for the ball, but adjudged to have fouled the Alwyn Allison's player. Yes, here we see Morris with it, just on the edge of the center circle, just on the edge of the center circle here this afternoon. And yes, just on the edge of the center circle, here we see the player boots the ball upfield, collected there by the Alwyn Allison's defender, who boots upfield, intercepted there by Morris Van der Poel, and trying to pass further right, and infringement for handball there on the part of Morris on the far right side of the defensive third of the Alwyn Allison's primary school. He's just about to take a kick. He's just about to take a kick now. And here the kick been taken, intercepted there by Morris in the center of the field. Here we see Morris trying to come away, only as far as Alwyn, who tried to dribble past the man but is blocked. Here we see Morris defending stoutly, and here we see Morris, and there is an infringement here on the half of the, there is an infringement on the part of the Morris Van der Poel number 4 player, judged to have fouled the Alwyn Allison just beyond the goalkeeping area, and here we see the player is over the ball. Here we see the player is over the ball now, just about to take that kick here this afternoon. Scores in the match is still 0-0 here in this encounter here, this nightcap encounter. Here we see the kick being taken. There's a shot being taken, but goes a begging and goes wide into touch for a corner kick to the Morris Vanderpool School. Yes. Yes, goes in the match. 0-0, 13 minutes and 35 seconds in. And here we see the first change being made by Morris. Oh no, that changed, but the ball is being played or instructions are still being given. Here we see Morris with it. There's a shot and goal, but saved by the keeper who clears only as far as a man. Here we see Alvin Allison trying to come away with it again. Intercepted there by Morris. Intercepted there by Alvin Allison. Here we see this player coming through, but it's blocked there by number 14 who boots the ball upfield. And here we see Morris moving for the left. Morris moving for the left. Dribbled and cuts inside central. Only to be intercepted there by the Alvin Allison player. He boots the ball downfield far right. And here we see collected there by the Morris Vanderpool primary who boots up to number 10 who collects and passes, but only to the Alvin Allison defender there who collects and clears. And here we see Morris is still with it. The ball is still in play. Thought it was outside, but the ball is still in play. Here we see the ball has been cleared down by Alvin Allison, collected there by the Morris number 7 who's dribbling away and is fouled there, taken down from behind there by the Alvin Allison player for an infringement just about some 13 yards of the center circle. 15 minutes and 5 seconds into this half here this afternoon. Morris up against Alvin Allison's primary school in this nightcap encounter here. Scores in the match 0-0. There's no goals yet. Here we see the free kick being taken and cleared and blocked and cleared there. Here we see Alvin Allison coming away with it as he tries to boot it upfield only as far as the central defender there for Morris who clears upfield, and ball being put into touch by Alvin Allison for throwing, and the far attacking right side. Here we see the throw being just about to be taken now. Throw being taken quickly there, and the player loses out there to the defender there for Alvin Allison, who loses out to Morris, who tries a shot at goal, intercepted there by the Alvin Allison's player. Here you see they're coming away with it, and the ball goes into touch for another throw-in to the Alvin Allison primary. So Western are quitting Alvin Allison's primary, that is. We get accustomed to saying Western. And here we see a corner kick being taken, and here we see the defender and the far right side boots the ball upfield, intercepted there by the central defender there for Morris, who clears and only as far as the striker there who clears and intercepted there by the Alvin Allison's primary. Here we see Morris coming away with it. Morris is coming away with it, but it's picked up there by the defender, and he's trying to go further right, but not able to do so, and just had to boot that ball into touch for a throw-in on the far left side of the Morris Vanderpool attacking third. Here we see the player there waiting to have that throw being taken. Yes, throw being taken there, only as far as the defender there for Alvin Allison, who boots upfield. Here we see two players running onto the ball, collected there by Alvin Allison. Alvin Allison is coming away with it. Alvin Allison coming away with it. Tries to square to the center, but only as far as number 4. Boots the ball upfield. Intercepted there by Alvin Allison. And there's a nice one to there by Alvin Allison, who squares the ball in the middle, and there's a shot at goal and block. Here's another shot at goal, but the keeper collects nicely from that shot and just rolls and kicks it out to number 7, who loses it to the player there in the center of midfield for Alvin Allison. Here we see ball being played but intercepted there by Morris as he boots the ball down for the right. As here we see Morris moving for the right. Morris moving for the right. Tries to squeeze in the middle, but intercepted there by Alvin Allison and played. But a shot being taken there by Morris, and the keeper coming out smartly and collecting. Boots the ball upfield. Only as far as the defender there for Morris, who boots the ball upfield and intercepted there by, there's an infringement there on the part of the Alvin Allison's player. There's an infringement there, and I'm seeing here the referees giving out some instructions. Yes, you see the free kick being taken and booted up field, but headed out by the defender there for Alvin Allison. Here we see Morris collecting and coming away with it. He tries to beat the man, not entirely beating him, but getting around him and squaring it in the middle, but only to be blocked there by the defender. Here we see Alvin Allison's coming away with it. The ball being booted upfield. Here we see the striker trying to get around his man. Look, here loses it and collecting again. And here's a shot in and goal, but just rolled in and goal, and the keeper collects and clears out to number 12. You see the ball being booted further upfield, collected there by the player there for Alvin Allison. It passes to number 2 there, who loses. Okay, and there's a foul there on the part of the defender there for Morris Vanderpool Primary, and there's a substitute as well being made here this afternoon. Yes. So the kick is just about to be taken. Here we see a shot coming over, intercepted there by Morris. And here we see the Alvin Allison Primary trying to come away with it, but the ball being booted upfield, collected there by the central defender there for Alvin Allison, who clears, intercepted. Here we see the player there trying to clear, number 4 trying to clear, but only as far as the Alvin Allison's Primary. But there's an infringement for a handball as the player there for Alvin trying to square the ball further on the right side, and the defender there for Morris handling the ball and adjudged for a foul. So here we see some 5-man wall. There's the kick being taken just on the edge of the goalkeeping box. And here we see the player is behind the ball and the whistle goes. Shot being taken, and it's almost a goal. It's a wonderful shot, but a wonderful save by the keeper here this afternoon as that shot was coming in. There's another infringement again. Who is it against? Infringement. Yes, it appears as if it's going to be against the Morris Vanderpool. Infringement against Morris. Scores in the match 0-0, with the Alvin Allisons putting the pressure and turning the screws here in the defensive third. They're attacking third. Here we see there's a shot on goal, and the ball has just sailed over the crossbar. Therefore, a goal kick to Morris Vanderpool. Some 22 minutes into the first half here this afternoon. It's Morris Vanderpool coming up against the Alvin Allison's Primary. Still 0-0 here, but in a closely contested encounter here, as we see some more substitute being made. Here we see the pass being taken here to the far right to number 4, number 4, who squares it for the left, and here we see the striker streaming down the left, who crosses in the middle, and ball being put into touch for a corner kick for the Morris Vanderpool on the far left of the Alvin Allison's defensive third. So it's 0-0 ball here. There is still no goals in this match as both teams are trying to put themselves in the ascendancy here this afternoon in this encounter. Yes. Here we see the player taking the corner kick, boots it only as far as the defender there for Alvin Allison, who loses it to Morris as the ball being booted upfield, collected here by Morris and booted back downfield, but into touch for a goal kick for Alvin Allison. So it's live action here at the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium, the 4th edition of the National Commercial Bank Primary School Competition, and we are just about 2 weeks in play here this afternoon. Here we see the kick being taken only as far as the Morris Vanderpool player, but had an awkward bounce there and ball just hit in the hand and got blown for foul here. Here we see the player, Alvin Allison, just about to take the kick here now. Here we see the kick being taken only as far as the Morris number 10, who loses out to the Alvin Allison player. Here we see number 5 with it, streaming down the left. Number 5 streaming down the left, loses out to the defender there for Alvin Allison. He boots up for the right. He tries to square to center circle, but intercepted there by number 15. Here we see only as far as the Alvin Allison central defender, who squares and squares to the left and further left. Here we see the player further left. Tackled there and fouled, an infringement there for against the Morris Vanderpool player, number 5, as he was dribbling back, is fouled here, and there is another free kick to be taken for the Alvin Allison's primary, who seems to be having a better of the play this afternoon. Kick being taken, ball being headed out, collected again by Morris and booted back in field, only to be cleared by the Alvin Allison, who tries to square, and the ball is in the back of the net, but the player is in an offside position. Ball is in the back of the net, but the player is adjudged to be offside. It's nil all. It's nil. It's nil all. It's nil all. The scores are nil all. There is no goals that are scored in the matches yet. Yes. Here we see the kick been taken. Offside kick been taken. Yes. As number 8 boots the ball only as far as the Alvin Allison's player, who clears downfield and tries to dribble Alvin Allison, trying to clear again. Here we see Alvin Allison trying to come down the flank, loses it there to the number 4. Here we see the number 15 there, booting the ball upfield. As Alvin Allison player trying to dribble past the man here, and the cross coming in, but only to be headed out there by the number 8. And here we see Morris coming away with it. Trying to dribble down their left, loses out and to Alvin Allison, who squeezes further left to their left. Here we see the player running and trying to come around, trying to get around the player there, but the ball is being put into touch for a corner kick to Alvin Allison on the left side, on the attacking left side here this afternoon. Yeah, so it's still nil all as we see Alvin Allison is just putting and keeping the pressure up here this afternoon. There's some 27 minutes and 23 seconds into this first half. Here we see play a corner kick taken shot, and here we see trying to square in, but loses out there to the player there for Morris, who is streaming down their left side. There we go. Morris streaming down their left side, dribbles past one, dribbles past two, but loses out, and the ball is being cleared upfield. Here we see number 15 just knocking it back to number 4. And here we see the player coming through. And here we see a wonderful shot at goal. But the ball collected on the ball ricocheted after the shot on the upright of the custodian left. And I'm not too sure, but it seems as though that the referee has blown for an infringement here this afternoon. What is it going to be? A penalty kick? Yes, it's a penalty kick. Here we saw the Alvin Allison's player coming through and squaring that one, but in the process of trying to put the ball in the back of the net, was bundled off of bundled off it, and referee blowing for a penalty. So here we see Alvin Allison have the chance to taking the lead here this afternoon. Yes, some 28 minutes, 29 minutes into the match. Here Alvin Allison trying to see if they can take the lead here this afternoon in this encounter. There's some instructions being given there by the officials as to what needs to be done, and before the ball is being kicked. So Alvin Allison have the wonderful opportunity to take a 1-goal lead into the halftime score. Here we see the count kick. It's penalty being taken, but keeper saved wonderfully. Yes, and you can hear the crowd, the spectators here this afternoon from that splendid save from the goalkeeper. Powerful penalty shot taken and goal. And here we see the ball is all the way up with Alvin Allison just missing that chance. And here we see play continues. Play continues. Here we see Alvin Allison trying to come away with the center circle. Here we see trying to come away with center circle, and just being judge foul there. But Alvin Allison missing a glorious opportunity to take the lead into halftime. Powerful shot at goal, but well saved. Well, the keeper there, and even though he would have gotten the rebound, they're still not able to put it in the back of the net. Scores in the match: Alvin Allison 0, Maurice Vanterpool 0. There's a free kick been taken here this afternoon. Wonderful encounter here this afternoon. Great excitement here. Man, if you're not here, you'll certainly miss it, but we are happy that you can join us live here and live as well as we bring it to you live and direct here from the Raymond E. Gishard Technical Center. Here we see the free kick being taken only as far as the center circle, and here we see the play being intercepted here by the player who's coming further right, and ball being put into touch for a goal kick there to the Maurice Vanterpool primary. The referee has looked at his watch, and I'm certainly sure we will hear the halftime whistle just about any time now. Some 31 minutes and 52 seconds in. Here you see the kick being taken wide. Here you see number 4 dribbles past 1, dribbles past 2, and it's going down, passes it straight down right, further right. Here you see Maurice trying to move further right as the halftime whistle goes here this afternoon. In the first half, the Alvin Allison's primary going up against the Maurice Vanterpool primary. At halftime, the score is 0-0 here, and we look forward to you joining us when we bring you the second half in this encounter. Wonderful. Welcome back here again at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center in this exciting encounter here this afternoon, this evening. Our nightcap match with the Morris Vanterpool Primary coming up against the Alvin Allison's Primary School. Scores 0-0 at halftime. Both teams are still looking for their first win in this competition, and here we see the whistle goes. Here we see it's Morris coming away with it, losing it to the Alvin Allison Primary School, who tries to clear to the center as the ball is being played further wide here this afternoon, and the cross been taken, intercepted there by the Morris Vanterpool Primary, and the ball is being booted upfield. Booted upfield further to their left. Here we see the player dribbling down his left side. Dribbling down his left side. Morris still coming away with it. Loses it to the number 10 there for Alvin Allison, central defender. And here we see Alvin Allison. Yes, tries to squeeze in the center circle, but loses out to Morris. Morris plays wide left, and here we see the player trying to dribble number 10 there in the man of number 16? Yes, number 16. Yeah, trying to dribble past number 16, who boots the ball further upfield. Here we see the throw being taken by Morris. Ball goes into touch again by number 2 for a throw into Morris on the left side, just outside of the center circle. Here we see Morris trying to clear the ball upfield, but just only to see the ball rolling into touch for a goal kick there to the Alvin Allison's Primary School. Just about 2 minutes into the game so far. Here, both teams are still looking for their first win in this competition. Here we see the kick being taken, and here we see number 2 trying to come away with it. Number 2 trying to come away with it, but just loses it there into touch for a throw-in. Here we see the throw being taken quickly on the right side of the Morris attacking third. Here we see Morris coming away with it. Morris coming away with it. Oh, a challenge there by the defender there for number 2, and the ball was left there for the keeper to collect nicely, and boots upfield only as far as the center circle here to Morris Vanterpool player. Boots the ball back downfield, collected there by number 5 for Alvin Allison Primary. Alvin Allison Primary collects and squares wide there. Ball being played into the center circle there, but loses out to the Alvin Allison Primary School. Morris Vanterpool coming away with it. Down left, tries to dribble the man. Still coming left side. Tries to dribble, but loses out to number 6 there, who just chips it over the player there for the Morris Vanterpool, but booted downfield by Morris. Collected there by Morris. Collected by Morris as he tries to play, and here we see Morris number 2 trying to come away with it, and ball being booted upfield by the defender there for the Alvin Allison Primary. Cut out there by Morris, and here we see number 16 for Alvin Allison as he tries to dribble upfield, just tripping over himself there just a little bit, intercepted there by Morris. Here we see Morris. Morris chips the ball inside, intercepted there by number 15, who chips it in the center circle, and it's cleared further downfield by Morris. There only as far as number 15, who clears upfield to number 2, who dribbles down to his left, but loses out there to Morris. Morris coming down to the right, loses out there to the defender there for Alvin Allison Primary, and he boots the ball into touch for a throw-in there. Morris on the far right side of the attacking third scores in the match. Morris Vanterpool 0, Alvin Allison 0. Both teams looking for their first points here in this tournament. Throw being taken, but ball goes into touch for a goal kick to Alvin Allison. Yes, so quite an interesting counter here this afternoon. We will definitely see who are going to pick up their first points in this encounter. Ball is being spotted by the number 15 player as he awaits, just as he awaits to clear the ball upfield. Here you see the ball being booted upfield, only as far as the center circle to the Morris Vanderpool player, boots it downfield, only as far as number 15, who passes to number 12, who squares wide, number 2, who dribbles past a man, and is streaming down the left side, holds up, streams down, yes, wonderful move there. And here you see number 2, beats a man and crosses, only to be headed out there by the Morris Vanderpool primary. Here you see Alvin Allison collects again, and been bundled off the ball a little bit, the ball being put into touch, therefore a throw in to Alvin Allison, just on the half circle, on the half field there, ball being thrown upfield by the player there, number 2 collects and tries to dribble, loses out to the Morris Vanderpool player, who beats it downfield, and here ball rolling all the way to the keeper, who collects and boots upfield there, trying to find the player there, who loses out to Morris on the center, Morris coming to, but loses out to the number 15 here, who collects and beats the man nicely, running down to his left, only to be intercepted there by the player there from Morris, who boots it upfield to his player, who squares upfield, and here you see the player boots up to the center circle, and there is a shot being taken, but just ricocheting there, and the ball going into touch for a corner kick there, but just narrow escape there for Alvin Allison's primary, because the player boots the ball towards goal, and in the effort of clearing it, the defender there just ricocheting off of his shin pads there and going into touch for a corner kick on the far right side of the defensive turn. Here we see number 3 squares it and trying to boots the ball upfield, and there's an infringement. There's an infringement on the number 7 player there for Morris Vanderpool primary, and here we see number 15 here now. Number 15 here boots the ball way upfield, intercepted there by the defender there for Morris Vanderpool primary, only as far as the player there, but ball being booted on the referee there, who has stopped play and just dropping the ball there to the defender there for the Alvin Allison primary, who boots upfield, and the ball has been tripped over but cleared only as far as the Morris Vanderpool primary, who trying to dribble past the man, only to be intercepted there by the Alvin Allison's player, squares to number 16, who boots up to the player there in number 12, who squares further left. Number 2 trying to pick up the ball, but it's blocked and cleared, and here we see the ball being cleared upfield, but only to go into the grasp of the Morris Vanderpool keeper, who boots the ball upfield. Here we see Morris trying to come away with it. Morris trying to come away with it, but the ball is being adjudged infringement there on the player number 3 here, on the number 2 player for the Alvin Allison primary, and there's a free kick been given by the referee here this afternoon. 8 minutes, 9 minutes into the match. Here we see Morris Vanderpool coming away with it, blocked by the number 16 there, and an infringement there on number 16, as the player there from Morris was trying to come to the middle, but was blocked and fouled there by the player of Morris, Alvin Allison primary. Kick being taken A clearance being made there, only as far as the player there to the Morris Vanderpool, who boots the ball back upfield. Here is number 4 trying to come away with it, blocked by number 15. Number 15 clearing, ball is rolling close to the touchline, but number 5 skipping there a little bit. There is the number 3 trying to dribble, but number 16 clearing nicely there for Alvin Allison. Here is the number 16 again, collecting there and dribbling upfield, clearing the ball upfield only as far as the Morris Vanderpool central defender. Morris coming away. Morris is trying to come away with it. Loses out to Alvin Allison. Here is in the number 15. Boots the ball all the way upfield. Headed down there by the Morris player as we see the Alvin Allison trying to come away with it. Here is the number 2 for Alvin Allison. Coming away with it and squaring it centrally only to be intercepted there by Morris. Here we see Morris, number 4. Number 4 dribbling to center. It's cut out and ball booted upfield here by the player there. Here we see Alvin Allison squaring over. Here we see Alvin Allison squaring over. Ball going to the keeper who collects and boots the ball upfield. Yes, miscontrol there by the player for Morris and the ball being put into touch from a clearance there for throwing to Alvin Allison. So it's 11 minutes and 44 seconds into the match here this afternoon. Still 0-0. Both teams looking for their first points here this afternoon. Yes, exciting match here this afternoon. Both teams looking for their first points. Here we see the player waiting to throw the ball in. Substitute being made, throw being taken, and here we see the cross and an infringement there on the goalkeeper with the player there trying to get into get that elusive goal, and a judged foul there on behalf of the Alvin Allison player. Here we see the player, the keeper squaring the ball to his far left and being played for the left, number 16 for Alvin Allison, intercepting, only to be blocked there by the player there for Morris. Morris picking up. Here we see number 2 with it. Number 2 with it, chipped it upfield. Only as far as the player there for the Morris Vanderpool, defensive player, booting it back downfield. Here we see the Morris player trying to come away, number 7, trying to come down away to the right. Number 2, dribbling past Alvin Allison. Number 2, collecting and dribbling downfield to left. Dribble past the man twice. Yes, nicely walked there and squaring it in, but kind of weak pass there, only to be cut out there. But here is the ball being played in there to the far right, but cleared out and cleared into touch for a throw-in to the Alvin Allison Primary School. Quite an exciting encounter here. Both teams evenly matched and are looking for their first points here this afternoon. Not a substitute being made. I'm seeing an infringement there. The player being down here this afternoon. As we see, the officials are just checking and making sure that everyone, the player is in good stead. They're not missing any play here this afternoon. This play is being held up for attention on a player there on the far right side of the attacking third of the Alvin Allison's Primary School. Scores in the match still 0-0. Still 0-0 here, with both teams looking for their first points in this tournament, the National Commercial Bank Primary School 4th edition annual tournament here this afternoon here. So it's an infringement, and here we see the player is setting up to take that kick. Yes. While we await the whistle of the referee. Yes. We hear the instructions being shouted out here by the spectators. Yes. And the ball is being chipped in. There's a shot from the cross at goal, but the keeper collects nicely and boots upfield. Here we see the player trying to get around it. Yes, boots upfield, only as far as number 11 from Morris Vanterpool, who squares it center circle. Here we see the player from Morris dribbling to his right, dribbling for the right and pass it for the right. Here we see the player from Morris streaming down the right side. Morris streaming down the right side, only to be cut out there by the number 15 player. Number two, dribbling away, but it's bundled off the ball and adjudged to be fouled there by the player. Yes, exciting action here this afternoon as both teams are looking to find themselves in the ascendancy to find their first points. Here we see the ball being booted upfield. Yes, collected there by the Alvin Allison's primary, who dribbles past a man, dribbles past two, loses out there to the defender there at the center circle. Here we see the Morris Vanterpool player being bundled off the ball being booted upfield, intercepted there by Morris, who clears and intercepted there by Alvin Allison. Here we see the ball being booted upfield again. Here we see the player boots the ball to number 2, who squares center circle to his player who tries to dribble beat a man, intercepted. Here we see number 2, who's having a splendid game here this afternoon. Loses out there to the Morris player who squares the ball center field, only to be intercepted there by the Morris Vanterpool defenders here. And here we see Morris Vanterpool trying to dribble and beat a man, but loses out to the Morris Vanterpool primary. He's trying to come away with it, loses out to the Alvin Allison player. Ball being booted further wide and collected there by number 2 on his left, who squares the ball but cut out there by the Morris Vanterpool primary. Here we see intercepted there by Alvin Allison, who boots upfield, only to as far as the defender there for the Morris Vanterpool. Morris Vanterpool trying to dribble away with it, cleared up by number 16 there on his far right, intercepted there by the Morris Vanterpool primary, and the ball ricocheting into touch for his throw-in there to Morris. Yes, more exciting football here. 18 minutes and 7 seconds into the second half. Both teams looking for their first point. Here we see Morris picking up, trying to clear, but here we see number 2 with it, squaring inside, but only as far as the defender there from Morris, who boots upfield, intercepted there by the defensive player there for Alvin Allison primaries. Here we see number 16 with it, as he boots the ball upfield, only as far as the Morris Vanterpool player, who collects and tries to play the ball out, but only as far as the Alvin Allisons. Here we see the player running down to the middle and squaring in for a chance to shoot at goal. Here we see Morris coming away. Defender defended well there and is being fouled there by the Alvin Allison player, just on the edge of their defensive third. Exciting action here this afternoon. Morris and Alvin Allison looking for their first points. Substitute being made here for Morris Vanterpool once again. Yes, yeah, here we see the whistle goes and ball being cleared upfield. Here we see number 16 with it. Still with it, number 16 is still with it, but loses it to his player there, and the ball being squared into the middle. Here we see Alvin Allison trying to come away with it. They're trying to get down to the far left in hopes of that they can get a shot on a goal. Here we see Morris coming away with it and boots downfield, cut out there by the defender there for Alvin Allison. The chips over there to the player there, and tries to square, but only as far as the defender there for Morris. Here is Morris. Here is Morris. Here is Morris. Dribble past one. Here is Morris. Dribble past two. Here is Morris. Here is Morris. But just been bundled off it a little bit there by the number 15 player. Here is Alvin Allison streaming down the left side. Alvin Allison streaming down the left side and tries to cross, but only into the hands of the custodian there for Morris Vanderpool, who boots the ball upfield. Morris trying to come away with it again on the right side. Here is Morris coming away with it. Morris coming away with it on the right side. Morris coming away with it on the right side. But referee was trying to play advantage there, but the player had been adjudged to be fouled there, and so the player has been called back and called back there for infringement, and the player was streaming through there for that elusive goal here this afternoon. 19 minutes and 50, well, that's 21 minutes into the second half. Scores still 0-0 in the match as the referee is giving out some instructions there onto the infringement while substitute have been made here. So here we see, waiting for that free kick to be taken. There is no wall. Keeper is there. There's a two-man wall, that is. And here we see a shot. We're taking a goal into the block here, but there's a shot and a block again. Ball is blocked into touch for a corner kick to the Morris Vanderpool Primary School. Yes, as we see the linesman putting his flag up there for a substitute here this afternoon, this evening, that is, on this beautiful Saturday evening, as you see the corner kick just about to be taken as a substitute being made as well. Still 0-0 in the match, and here we see yes, here we see number 2 collecting for the Alvin Allison's Primary. Yes, blocked there by Morris. The ball being squared only to be cleared out by the Alvin Allison's Primary School. Here we see Alvin Allison dribbles forward, pass forward, and the player tried to dribble that man, but loses out. And would have been served better if he had gone further right. Here we see Morris with it. Here we see Morris with it. Yes, Morris is with it. Yeah, Morris still has it in the defensive third as he's trying to clear out. Yes, only as far as the Alvin Allison's Primary. He dribbles past one, dribbles past the man again, and shot at goal, but goes into touch for a goal kick to Morris Vanderpool. I think I was saying earlier on that Alvin Allison has not won a match yet. Yes, I think they would have won their first encounter against Island Harbour. Alvin Allison has gotten their 3 points from Island Harbour, but has not won since. And so both teams here trying to get back to winning ways again. Here we see the play is centered into the central area, cleared out by number 15, number 2 there, who's having a wonderful game this afternoon. Number 2, streaming down the left. Yes, dribbles past man and squares in, collected there by this player there, but the ball is being forced back to the left and then forced back to the right side, intercepted there by Morris Vanderpool Primary. Here we see Morris coming away with it down the left side. Morris player there trying to do a back heel there, but loses out to the player there, intercepted there by Morris. Here we see the player trying to get through there, but loses out to Morris there, and cleared only as far as the number 2 there, who's wreaking havoc over there on that left hand side, but just intercepted there by the Morris Vanderpool Primary. Ball be squared upfield and squared into touch for a throw into the Morris Vanderpool Primary School. Yes, yeah, Here we see the throw being taken and the ball being put into touch again for a throw into to Alvin Allison. Some 25 minutes and 5 seconds into the second half, so time is winding down and the score is still 0-all. Throw being taken, clearance being made here by Morris. The player tried to control, loses out there, and the ball is being squared back. There's a little ping pong ball here playing here in the defensive third, and here we see the ball being squared wide, but only as far as the custodian there, who boots the ball upfield there to number 16, who headed back up to the player there from Morris Vanderpool Primary, intercepted there by number 16 again, who has a shot, and the ball goes straight into the hands of the keeper. It boots the ball upfield with no time wasting at all, as the number 2 tries to control but loses out to the player there for the Morris Vanderpool Primary. The ball being booted upfield now. Not too much of a construction into the play here as like earlier on. Here we see the Morris coming away with it. Morris coming away with it. Morris streaming down the right side. Morris streaming down the right side. Morris streaming down the right side. And there's a cross and a shot at goal, ricocheting off the post, and keeper couldn't do anything with it. Ball hitting the upright and going into touch for a goal kick to the Alvin Allison's Primary. Yes, we're winding down here this afternoon in this encounter here with the Morris Vanderpool Primary taking on the Alvin Allison's Primary. Morris yet to get a point. Here we see the ball being squared to number 16, who loses it to the Morris Vanderpool player. And there's an infringement on behalf of number 16, and so there's an infringement against the Alvin Allison's Primary School on their far right side. Here you see the referees making sure that the kick is taken in the right position. Yes. Here we see 2 players interchanging there. You see the shot being taken, cleared by number 16. Here we see number 3. Number 3 trying to, number 3 and number 16, they're trying to dribble. They're coming away with number 3. Here we see number 15 picking up nicely and streaming down the central area. But a heavy touch taking it to the Morris Vanderpool player. Morris coming away with it. Morris coming away with it. Boots only as far as number 16, who tries to play to his far right but loses it to the Morris Vanderpool. And here we see Alvin Allison collecting, and there's a nice chip there by number 18 up to his central area. Here we see number 2 trying to settle. Number 2 trying to settle. Number 2 trying to move away with it. Number 2 streaming down the left, dribble water, and that is not a foul. But the referee has stopped play. It seems that that's an infringement to me, but the whistle didn't go. And the player seems to take a pretty heavy fall there this afternoon, and so the play is being held up there just a little bit. As a coach coming on to give some attention to the player after that heavy fall there this afternoon. You're not missing any play, as the play being held up for attention on the player. It scores in the match, the Morris Vanderpool 0, Alvin Allison 0 here in this encounter here this afternoon. Player is just walking off gingerly here this afternoon. Some 29 minutes and 32 seconds into the second half, so substitutes being made as well, and referee just going to play a little drop ball because the Morris were in position. Ball is being dropped. Here we see Morris coming away with it down the right side. He's trying to dribble past, but only as far as the defender there for Alvin Allison, who is blocked there by the player. Oh yes, here is Morris coming away with it. Blocked there by the Alvin Allison primary. As two players there trying to tussle with it, trying to get away with it. Here we see Alvin Allison. Here we see it loses out to Morris. Here we see Morris coming down the left side, but ball being put into touch by number 16 there. That's the man EJ putting it into touch there for a throw into the, what is it? Throw into Morris? Wow. Okay. Alvin, that is. So Alvin Allison, this is throw into Alvin Allison. Could have thought the throw is being taken, intercepted there by Morris. Ball being squared to the center circle. Here we see Morris coming away with it. As the ball being pushed further away. Here we see Morris coming. There's a shot and goal, and a wonderful block there by the defender there, who seems to have gotten a heavy knock as well, but he did really put in a good block there this afternoon to stop that shot from going towards goal. It was a real powerful shot, and so the play is being held up for a little bit for some attention here on the player who blocked that shot. But it's a corner kick to the Morris Vanderpool primary. It's 31 minutes and 44 seconds into the second half, so certainly sure that we are going to get some considerable injury time this afternoon though. And remember, we're playing two games simultaneously here at the Raymond E. Guichard Technical Center. On the far end of the court, we have the Adrian T. Hayden School against the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School there, and on the other section, on the other half, we've got Morris coming up against the Alvin Allison's primary. Scores in Morris Vanderpool primary and Alvin is still 0-0, and there is a corner kick there for Morris. Corner kick. And just waiting for substitute to be made. Yes. Not missing any play. Here we see referee whistling, going for free kick, and the ball being put into touch for another corner kick. Another corner kick as the play is winding down here. 33 minutes in. Yes, you see corner kick being taken, but ball being put into touch for a goal kick. So not a good corner kick at all. Time almost done. Soon done here. Huh? What about one? Yeah, so 33 minutes in. Here we see the kick being taken, and clear up. West End, Alvin Allison's primary loses it out to the Morris Vanderpool primary, who loses it out to the Morris Vanderpool, and here we see Alvin Allison dribbles beat a man and squares upfield only as far as the Morris Vanderpool primary. Here is Morris coming away with it. Morris coming down the right side, and the ball is being booted into touch for a throw-in to Morris. So Morris still pressing, trying to get that elusive goal. Yes, it's a throw-in. Can't be a corner kick. It's a throw-in. Yes. Here's the throw taken, and here we see Morris still coming away with it. The ball being booted upfield by number 2, who really having a splendid game here this afternoon. Here is a Alvin Allison's player trying to move down to his left. Squares it further left. Here we see number 2 streaming down the left. Dribbles beat a man. It's been bundled off the ball a little bit. Here we see the Morris Vanderpool player clearing up, but only as far as the Alvin Allison's striker there, who dribbles past the man, and there's a shot at goal, but ball just going over the far side there of the upright, and I'm certainly sure that the referee is just about to get into blowing his whistle now. But here we see the goal kick being taken. Goal kick being taken here. Morris boots the ball upfield, and there goes the whistle. It is the final whistle here, and the jubilation on behalf of Morris. Morris, yes, picking up their first points here this afternoon in this encounter, and a nil draw score here this afternoon. Morris Vanterpool nil, Alvin Allison nil, and the game, exciting one, but eventually petering out into a stalemate here this afternoon in this encounter with the Morris Vanterpool primary against the Alvin Allison's primary. We certainly do thank you for joining us in this live broadcast here this afternoon, and we look forward to you joining us again Monday evening when we bring you some more great encounters here at the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium with the primaries, the NCBA primary school football competition here at the Raymond E. Gishard Technical Center. Thank you for taking the time to join us, and we look forward to joining you again next Monday, God's willing, when we will bring you live coverage of the remaining games of the primary school football competition.